Good morning, good afternoon. This is Spencer McGreal. And today we are going to be reading chapter 3 from The White Girl White Girl Bleeds a Lot by Colin Flaherty. Moms Fight Back. The Knockout Game. Chapter 3. The knockout game has a new rule. Don't piss off the moms. They learned this the hard way down in Springfield, Missouri. This version of the knockout game began like most others. A black mob found a defenseless white college student. They punched him in the face, stopping only when they got tired and he got knocked out. Then they ran away, laughing, hard, loud. They left the MSU students, Trevor Godfrey, bleeding, unconscious, and shaking with convulsions. Trevor's ordeal began in January 2012. He was living next door to a house popular with the Missouri State University Springfield football players who were as well as members of Omega Psi Phi, an elite black fraternity. It was a few minutes before 2 a.m., and the crowd next door was getting rowdy. The neighbors had damaged other cars during their parties, so Trevor figured he would move his car before the partygoers damaged it. Smart boy. He slipped on his shoes and winter coat. No one in the backyard said anything to him. He got as far as his car and then regained consciousness in an ambulance. He does not recall the moment of the attack. Trevor's roommates found him because they were outside looking for the people who played the knockout game with one of them a few minutes before. Same people, same party, right next door. Usually, that's the end of it. Just another case of racial violence played out by the hundreds in more than 80 cities across the country. But this time, it was different. This time, the victim and his family decided not to walk away. Quote, Trevor never saw them when he was almost killed, so he never got a chance to put up a fight, said Trevor's mom, Sherry Godfrey. But we are fighting back now, and we will not stop. 3 people lived in the house where the party was. All were connected to Omega Psi Phi, a black fraternity including the fraternity's president. The home was not a quote-unquote official facility of the fraternity, but lots of frat members hung out there during their frequent parties. Lots of football players too, and they were not playing nice. As one partygoer told police, a group of football players came to the house extremely intoxicated. He said they were out of hand and were tearing up Clevin Jones's house. At one point, they broke a coffee table. You need coffee tables? He said this specific group of football players was in and out of the house all night. When Trevor Godfrey was assaulted, they were outside. At some point, they all ran to the front of the house, and some came inside. This is when Trevor Godfrey was assaulted. Most of his drunken group left the house before police arrived. He said he did not see the assault, but believed they were likely involved. One of Trevor's roommates said he saw the next door neighbor, Clevin Jones, running away from where Trevor was lying unconscious. According to the police report, he saw the group of people running from the rear parking area to the front porch of Clevin's house. He said several in the group were laughing and giggling about something. He also thought he saw Clevin Jones in the crowd. As the police arrived, a group of people were leaving, including several MSU football players and past and present. The police talked to Clevin Jones and frat president Emmanuel Chapman, but they stonewalled police. Finally, the police were able to question the partygoers who remained. Although one witness saw Clevin Jones leaving the scene of the crime, Clevin said he did not know anything about anything. He didn't know who was outside or who assaulted Trevor Godfrey or his roommate or where they went. The only thing Kevin Jamal Jones knew for sure is that he did not do it. Curiously, a few weeks later, Kevin Jones was one of the least 2 people from the party who attended MSU rally who demanded justice for Trayvon Martin. Clevin Jones may have been reluctant to talk with police, but he was positively loquacious with a reporter. That means you talk a lot. He told the local paper he experienced racism in Springfield. Jones said that he was in front of his house he rents near campus, teaching some black female students some dance moves. Moves, girl. When a vehicle drove by with 3 whites. You get 3 whites together. It's like getting 3 women together. It's a coven. It's up to no good. One who shouted a racial slur. it's something they feel very comfortable saying when they're in a vehicle and they can just get away. See, in Chicago, black people were comfortable saying it just on the street. What we hope we accomplish justice for Trayvon, number one, and possibly the elimination of racism in America, he said. Well, I'm on Clevin Jones' side. Clevin Jones, he didn't do nothing. Justice for Trevor was not on Clevin Jones' mind that day. The Godfrey family was confident police would find the criminals, but that's the kind of town they thought Springfield was. But after a few months, police suspended their investigation, and the football coach stopped returning their calls. Trevor's roommates fingered Clevin Jones. Other partygoers dropped a dime or two. Former football players Cardenas Dotson and Brian Hightower, as well as aspiring football player Dante Abbey. But apparently the police didn't have enough evidence. We learned about other assaults a few weeks later that the police say may have involved the same people who assaulted Trevor, said Cheryl Godfrey. It was the same kind of thing, the knockout game at a party. When Xbox isn't enough. It's funny because in the last chapter, literally, it was a gang of racist roaming black people that were playing Xbox and then decided to go punch people in the face. This knockout game began when an MSU student riding a bike hit a rock and found himself laying in the street right in front of a party house. A good Samaritan from the party asked if he was okay and offered to help him up. Oh, see, they're not all bad. Then he suddenly punched him in the face. Okay. His mother said his nose was broken and his eye socket was fractured. He initially suffered double vision. His injuries required surgery. The attacker walked back to the party laughing. Oops. As with the assault on Trevor Godfrey, the determined mom dug to find the truth. She lived in St. Louis, where her career as an emergency room nurse, she saw dozens of victims of the knockout game, never thinking that one day her son might be among them, not in Springfield. A couple of weeks later, she went to the apartment building where the party was held and talked to people. She told police that someone there was 100% sure who the assailant was. According to the police reports, the person that assaulted the student was Abbey. Who would that be? Oh, that would be Dante Abbey, the aspiring football player at MSU student, who was also present at the Clevin Jones party where Trevor was attacked. Dante, his mom, and his lawyer submitted to an interrogation. He said that he was at the party where Trevor was beaten, but not at the party where the biker was punched. Duh. But he might know who did it. When asked about the assault that took place on the bicyclist, Dante Abbey claimed to have been at the club on that night. He heard an individual named Booby, whose first name was Brian, was responsible for striking Trevor Godfrey. Oh my God, it's coming together. Got a lead. With that information, they were able to determine that Booby, or Brian, was Brian Hightower, Jr. Hightower, was a member of MSU football team. He told police he just happened to be in Springfield in January, and again a few weeks later. But as far as assaulting anybody, he did not do anything or know about anyone who did. The police had come to another dead end. Many would have walked away, but not Sherry Gottfried. She may have known who tried to kill her son. She may not have known who tried to kill her son. But we know for sure someone from the party knows something. Someone from the football team and the fraternity knows who assaulted Trevor. Shirley decided to go public. She requested a copy of the police reports and started her own investigation. She found many of the people questioned were football players and frat members. She read their tweets and their Facebook page. Clevin Jones proclaimed on his Facebook page that he was not a fighter, but will knock you the fuck out. Shirley created a web page where she posted all the information she had collected about the night of the attack, including graphic photos of Trevor's wounds. Soon, she was deluged with support from all over the country, getting more than 1,000 visits a day. The university even called her, but the players who were suspects remained on the team. Finally, almost 1 year after the assault, the local newspaper and TV stations ran a story about Sherry Godfrey's website. And the crime is in the cold case files. Hmm. We'll never know. And that's all we get. Please like and subscribe. And next time, we'll do Chapter 4. Thank you very much. This is Spencer McGreal signing out. Bye-bye.